Hi, welcome Gemini to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love and Healing Tarot. Hope you've been well. My name is Hope, of course, if you've been here before. And for those of you who have just arrived, please subscribe. Anyway, it helped me build my channel. Today is your reading, Gemini, for the forecast of love for the whole month of January. We're going to do a whole month's worth. And I just wanted to let you know that there is definite some beautiful energy coming in, not just for one zodiac sign, but Jupiter's coming in with this really positive energy. So I feel that everyone right now is really in a very beautiful open spot for change. Okay, you may meet someone, or if you haven't met them already, I feel Spirit is telling me that it's a very intellectual conversation that you might be having with someone, maybe the intellect, and it turns into some type of friendship. And you are definitely finding your way with new ways to become intimate and aware of other people's feelings. And there's a different reorganization of energy going on in your life on many different levels, Gemini. So it's very important that you use your intuition. You're very good at that. And be patient, okay? It's not just about you, but it's about everything that's going around you that you need to be aware of, and use your intuition, not always your intellect, because the intellect sometimes takes you to a different place that is kind of dry, right? So, and it could be very forceful, and you could be hurting yourself as well by not doing what your gut tells you to do, and you miss out on something. All right, so let's get going here and see what Spirit wants to tell you. I'm going to pull out an energy card. It's a relationship energy card, sacred geometry, and this is a very high energy that's going to be advising or guiding, I should say, this energy in this reading today for you, Gemini. So I hope you've been well. I hope everyone has had a good holiday season. And don't give up the ship. This year is very important. Don't abandon, no self-abandonment, okay? The first part of the year, maybe from January to April, is going to be about reflection, really taking the time to be still and think about the things that have transpired. And then from there, the next phase will be about truth, okay? Being your truth, freedom to speak and express yourself in the right, finding better ways. Okay, that's what I feel for you, Gemini. To trust more, too. Trust. Okay, so here we go. For Gemini, what does Spirit want us to know about this reading? What is the guiding energy here? Commitment. Nice. So the frequency of commitment supports our ability to devote ourselves in all aspects of our being and with unwavering belief, right? Trust is very part of commitment. The number is 13, and so in numerology that equals 4. So there's a foundation here that Spirit is telling us about that is the best success in any relationship. Building a very strong foundation of committing yourself to yourself about what it is that you want to improve, change, reorganize in, relationship, okay? And especially with yourself, Gemini. Okay, so commitment is here, and it definitely will elevate and give us more, how could I say, more expansion, when we meet someone. Because when we're committed to ourselves, well, we are automatically, that energy radiates outwardly. So let's see what else is going on. I'm going to pull out some oracles here with the Twin Flame Confessions, and we're going to do a week to week for January for you. So I hope you have the time to look at this or look at it later, but it's so much more enjoyable for me to do it this way so that, we get a whole month's worth in. Okay, so what does Spirit want to tell us about Gemini's energy here with either a connection with someone or someone is coming in, all right? And it may not, be for everyone. It may not resonate, but let's see what Spirit wants to tell us for this Gemini love forecast for January 2026. Manifesting. Yay. So a lot of you are ready to manifest someone that might have went astray a little, or moving into an alignment. When we're in alignment, when we're in balance with our heart and our mind, we bring in love. when we're out of alignment, where we're desperate or needy or codependent, we're not going to bring in love. We're going to bring in someone. We're going to manifest that. We're going to bring in someone else who's just like that. So know that some of you are definitely manifesting a certain alignment, and this is where Gemini was saying that you need to understand that this time, this energy in January is about realignment, reorganizing, finding a new way of approaching relationship, intimacy, really getting to the nitty gritty of what it is that you haven't discovered yet about yourself, because it is about self-discovery. All right, so let's keep going here. So someone also wants you back. Some of you, someone wants you back. They might have had a rest or an awakening, but there's some of you that are definitely moving into an alignment, manifesting someone, and the other could be just wanting you back. Someone wants you back. Oh, yeah. So there's definitely elusiveness here in some of our relationships with Gemini. There could be some ghosting and no closure. So I see where this might be going to those who are separated right now or have gone astray a little bit. Someone wants you back. All right. And then with the ghosting, I feel that this is going to be part of the energy that's part of your reading today, Gemini, because of the commitment. There was no commitment, perhaps, and that's why this person, there's been some ghosting. But you want them back, and maybe you are now moving into alignment to better the connection with another. Okay, so let's see what else could be going on here for Gemini. What does Spirit want to tell us for this connection or connections for January's love forecast for Gemini? Oh, children affecting your connection. That's interesting. So it sometimes makes sense where commitment might not be easy because of other family members, and it's hard to maybe bring that into a relationship as well. So, or there's no time, or there's more important things. You're responsible for children for life. You're sponsors, for these beautiful little things that are, on the planet. So I could see where this all has gone. So let's see what happens here in the cards that are going to come out. For Spirit to tell us about the ghosting and the children involved and the manifesting, whether someone definitely wants you back, they definitely want you back, and moving into alignment to create that. All right, it's about commitment. I think it's definitely about commitment. So let's go here. Sometimes we have a full plate, right? Let's see what is going on for Gemini in this love reading. What does Spirit want to tell you, Gemini? Oh, it's the Six of Cups. Yeah, love. It's past love, reunion. Someone is coming back. Definitely. Someone is coming back. Sometimes, people have been reflecting over the holiday about what they miss, what they really needed to understand, what they want, what they don't want in a relationship. And so perhaps someone is coming in to take in you and the children. And maybe it's you that have the children, and maybe this person walked away because they weren't sure that they could, really handle all that. But there's a commitment here right now. So I think there could be a commitment during the new moon, maybe January 26th. I feel it. January 26th, there might be a commitment for you, Gemini. Put that down on the calendar, January 26th. Let me know. Okay, so what else does Spirit want to let you know, Gemini? Oh, so there was definitely, here's the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is about the mind, anxiety, heart break. Like there was a lot of tension going on here, evidently. There's definitely, this person is saying, I've had so much tension over our connection. There may be a third party situation. It could be. But the third party situation, I really feel, is the children that are involved in a relationship where two people may not be able to commit to each other because of the responsibilities. But in this relationship, I feel this person wants to come back. They definitely want to come back. You've been thinking about them, as well. I think that you've had a lot of anxiety over this, and that's what the swords are about. The swords are about the mind. It's definitely literally a mind complex. So let's see here what else can happen during this month. We're only in the first week and it's very heavy. My goodness. So all this could have happened already because we are at the end and we're beginning the second week. So let's see. What else does Spirit want to tell you about this connection that wants to come back? The King of Wands. They want it all. This is an energy of someone's very strong, very adventurous, a take charge, born leader. They want it all. So evidently, they want a commitment, evidently. It could be this energy of the King of Wands, very strong. And whether you're a male or female, it doesn't matter. It's just the energy of the King of Wands. They want to take charge. They want a commitment. So I believe January 26th, you're either going to definitely have this commitment, you're going to make the commitment, or you need to talk. But use your intuition. Use your intuition, because sometimes our mind, our ego gets in the way. Use your intuition and your heart and see if you can really see what it is that can resolve. Okay, so let's see, during the second week, what is Gemini to expect in this love reading? What does Gemini expect in this love reading? What does Spirit want to tell us? What does Spirit want to tell us for Gemini? The Four of Swords. So they're saying that it's time, it's okay to withdraw from love right now. And this ghosting could be part of it. That it's time to rest. It's healing alone time. It's time to rest and meditate and reflect before you make any decisions. Okay, and again, the decisions have to be really intuitive. Okay, your heart and intuitive feelings. Okay, because sometimes our mind gets in the way, and it can be not really the resolving answers. Okay, so let's see here. What else in the second week can we expect? Oh, boundaries. So you are definitely keeping a boundary, Gemini. You are definitely keeping a boundary. I feel that someone is fighting for your love. I see it. Someone's coming in through the past. There's the King of Wands here, a take charge person. You probably walked away. Maybe you didn't have the commitment that you're looking for. You probably maybe have a responsibility of children, or they do, one or the other, but you're taking a little break and you're looking at it in a different way. And this other person's fighting for you. They want you back. And that's the memories here that's coming in, a reunion, and it's possible. So let's see what the rest of the second week holds for Gemini. What does Spirit want to tell us about the second week for Gemini? Oh, the Page of Swords. So they are definitely trying to get to you. You're ignoring their texts, their phone calls? Are they spying on you on the internet, on your social media? This is what the Page of Swords is about. They're looking for information, but you're not answering them. You definitely are elusive, okay? And maybe it's really very important that you do until you really, I think you both have to speak. You really do. Communication is the most important thing. There's no reason to not have a conversation. We have to forgive, we have to let go, and realize that if we have to move on, if we want to move on from this, we have to be clear and healthy, all right, for a new relationship to come in. Okay, so let's see here. Wow, this is really amazing. So let's see, what else does Spirit want to tell us about Gemini's connection here for the end of the month? The Queen of Wands. So I feel like you are both very much connected in a way that's, you've had some really intimacy that kind of bonded you together, and on an intellectual level too. Perhaps it was really fire first, before the rest of the union of your relationship took place. Because sometimes that happens. This will burn out, very, very quickly. But it looks like you're starting to feel that maybe it's 3 weeks you've been apart, and now you're thinking about them again. So let's see what else. I don't see another person coming in here yet. I see the same person trying to get you back. They want you back, and you have time now to restore your feelings, reflect. Very important thing to do. So let's see what else towards the 3rd week the Spirit want to let you know about. The Page of Cups. They're coming back. They're making an offer. They want, it's happy surprises, visitations, offerings, a date. They're going to be messaging you. They miss you. I feel that. Let's see, what else? Yeah, the Queen of Wands, or maybe you're messaging them. Maybe it's time for you to message them, and maybe you're feeling for them with the Queen of Wands that came out, and that's possible too for some of you, that you're going to be in touch with them, forgiving, being open to conversation, to resolving, reconnecting. So let's see the end of the month for Gemini, the 3rd week. Then we'll clarify with the Lover's Path for the rest of the month. What does Gemini need to know? The Ace of Wands. This is definitely around January 26th. There's going to be a definite coming back, another passion, a spark, a new beginning, definitely pursuing you, or you're pursuing each other. But there's a beginning, a great potential here for a new beginning. So it's not over. It's not over, Gemini. Absolutely not. So let's put these cards now down, and let's take the Lover's Path, and let's clarify each week that we put down, so that we finally have all 4 weeks in here. Okay, so let's see here. What does Spirit want to tell us in clarifying the final week for January? Clarifying the love forecast for Gemini. What does Spirit want to tell us? What is it that Gemini should be aware of? What does Spirit tell us? 6 of Arrows. Okay, so things are going to be moving to better places. The hardships are over, and things are going to be moving a little smoother. There's going to be a little more, how could I say, smooth sailing. Okay, so the 6 of Arrows tells me that you both are going to be moving to a different place. This person's coming back, whether you both want it. With the King and the Queen and the Page and the Ace. No. And the 6 of Arrows is all about the 6 of Swords, where you're moving into a better place, leaving the past behind and moving into a better energy of flow. Okay, so I see that happening definitely from the way the cards are talking. Let's see what else is going on. Yes. Okay. For Gemini, what does Spirit want to tell us? The 4 of Coins. So you're going to hold back a little, but there's offerings coming for you, Gemini. Definitely you're going to be holding back a little, holding your cards, making sure you don't give up everything all at once. Okay, be sure of that. You want to be balanced. In the 6 of Arrows here, it's all about balance as well. So know that don't give it all up. Okay, just hold it a little closer to yourself. Let this person come out and talk about a commitment that you're looking for, because I feel that's what's caused this relationship to fizzle a little. Okay, let's see. So what is the final card for January 2026 love forecasting for Gemini? What does Spirit want to tell us? The King of Staves, again, the King of Wands. The King of Wands is coming back. They definitely want you back, Gemini. I don't think that you have any choice, and I think you want them back as well. You want each other. It's just about commitment. What was in the way of that? Maturity too as well. So let's now put out the scarlet love energy here. I always like to put out one card, a medicine card I call it, or an action card, or a truth card, whatever it is, a red flag, something that, well, while this is going on, to be aware, okay, and use your intuition. Spirit keeps saying that to me. Use your intuition, make sure you are balanced and clear on any decisions you make. So this is what Spirit is definitely saying very, very loudly in my ear. Okay, so what does Gemini need to know? What is the alert? What is the medicine? Focus on work, okay? So working things out is going to be the big issue here for January, at the end of the month. You both want each other, but it needs work. You both need to work on yourselves. Also, I think financial stability comes in, it just kind of came into me. Financial stability could be the reason about the commitment. So again, focus on working things out, especially if it has something to do with financial stability. I believe that this person may not be saying that to you, but I think you may know about it, and perhaps you need to talk. Let's look at the spirit that's here for you. These are elements that are guiding, very wonderful, soothing. These are elements of fire, air, water, and earth. So let's see what element is coming out for you in this condition of this relationship, this connection. What is it that Gemini needs to know about this connection? What element? Birth. To me, this is about a new beginning. Definitely manifesting new beginnings for both of you. Birth. This is a beautiful energy, Gemini. So really focus on working things out. And if it's a financial situation that's keeping a commitment from being made, well, be understanding about that and work things out. It's a big responsibility. And right now things are very, everything's expensive, right? Financially, the way of life has become very, very expensive. So creating a new way, manifesting a new birth, a new beginning in this relationship. That's what I see here. This is not going away. There's no one else for you, it seems, or especially the other person too. So let's see here. One more card, the Whispers of Love. I love my little angels here who are going to give you one little message of inspiration, I hope. Let's see what comes out for Gemini. Let's see. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. Okay, so it's definitely manifesting a return of love, a return of commitment. Work things out, and I think things will go a long way, and it'll be better than it ever was. All right, Gemini, so I hope you enjoyed your reading. See you soon. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and anything you want, questions or a new reading, please let me know. Bye.